Well, hey guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel. We are Home Free Alaska, and for those of you that might be new here, my name is Tina. As you guys might have figured out by the morning footage, Joe is taking a trip out to our new remote cabin that we purchased just a few weeks ago. I say new, it's not new. It's like a 30-year-old log cabin, but it's new to us because we just bought it. We want to go out and visit the cabin, and we plan to take you guys with us, but the cabin is only accessible by snow machine in the winter and boat in the summer. And we had some warmer temperatures. There was some issues with overflow that was reported by some other snow machiners out there. And I just didn't feel safe or comfortable taking the boys out across the river until I knew for sure that it was gonna be safe. So Joe is soldiering on by himself today on a solo trip. He's gonna find a good route for us to get to our cabin. And then he's also going to be checking out the cabin for the very first time because, as I told you guys, we bought this cabin sight unseen and we have never physically been out there yet. So I'm just as excited as you guys are to actually see the cabin up close. Joe's going to be out there today capturing some footage for us, and we'll say a little prayer that he gets out there safely with no issues. I do worry about him. It is extremely cold today. It is -18, as you guys saw, which is kind of good for the trip today because we want things to be nice and cold and frozen as he's going to be traveling the river. So today, while Joe is away, we are going to be tucked in here at the cabin trying to stay warm, knocking out school. This is our second official week with Kellen here at home and our second official week of doing homeschool with him. All is going well, and I just thought it would be fun to bring you guys along for what's going on in the Watson house today. I hope you guys enjoyed the fun day in the life of our Belgian Malinois video that we did. As you guys know, Kellen is a sweet friend of ours, Parker's best friend from Virginia, that is now with us for the next year, and that took some integrating him into our home, into our routine, into homeschool, because he's used to being in public school and now I'm homeschooling him with Parker. And it was really important for me to take at least that first week and not film and not do anything crazy and just really focus on Kellen and our family and adjusting to the newness of the changes that we have here in our home. So I do appreciate your guys' grace. We upload one video every week and we will continue to do so, but that video of the pups and kind of their life here in Alaska was just a really good opportunity for me to give everybody in the house a break from filming and not spend hours editing like I normally do, and just focus on the family, which was really important. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, but now we're gonna get back to our regular programming.
You feel like summer days to me, warm tender sunny rays. I hope that we are meant to be. You say nothing at all when we meet, yet somehow I know your history. Oh, come what may, I'm ready. Picture frames, lavender and pain, they all live here within this romance. I get the chance to stop the run and be the lucky one. Odd thoughts and some dusty dreams, and we seem to find common ground. Guess everyone's got their own sound. I never cared much about fitting in, what's right or a sin, but as you stand before me I give in. Picture frames, lavender and pain, they all live here within this romance. I get the chance to stop the run and be the lucky one. Picture frames, lavender and pain, they all live here within this romance. I get the chance to stop the run and be the lucky one. Just tell me I belong. That I'm the lucky one. I'm your chosen one. Picture frames, lavender and pain, they all live here within this romance. I get the chance to stop the run and be the lucky one. Picture frames, lavender and pain, they all live here
So what have we been reading about in our devotional? Do you remember, Kellen? Who have we been reading about?
When Joseph's brothers came to heaven and they go and see him.
They came to Egypt, right?
Egypt.
Yeah, so we're reading about Joseph. And then now we're reading about who? Who was the baby that was put in the basket and sent down the river?
Moses.
Moses, good job. All right, so today we're going to read about Moses and the plagues.
I thought that was the one that we were reading upstairs.
No, this is the one that we read for school.
Oh.
The same one. In the burning bush on Mount Horeb, God told Moses to go to Pharaoh with his brother Aaron and free Israel. But Pharaoh was proud and powerful. He would not set Israel free just because their God told him to. Moses warned him God would send plagues that would harm Egypt. Pharaoh didn't care. He would not listen to God or to Moses. In the first plague, God turned the water in the Nile River to blood. Many fish died and no one could use the water. But Pharaoh's magicians could turn water into blood too, so he thought Moses was just doing a magic trick. That's what you were talking about last night, Parker, isn't it? I couldn't remember. Okay, now I remember. Pharaoh hardened his heart, and that means he refused to do what God told him to do. The third plague brought clouds of gnats, tiny flying bugs that bit. Pharaoh's magicians tried, but they couldn't do this with their tricks. They told Pharaoh Moses wasn't doing tricks. This was really God, but Pharaoh wouldn't listen to them. All right, let's pray.
Dear Lord, thank you for letting us have a good day yesterday, and I ask that you let us have a good day today and let my dad get to the cabin safely without falling through the ice and get back safely too. And I ask that you let us have some good attitudes in school. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. There you go, straight down. Good job, Kellen. Very good.
I was confused because I was about to start. I was about to start right there.
Yeah, that's okay, but you fixed it, and that's all that matters, right? Remember, they got the arrows here to show you how to do it if you forget. So we do the circle first.
Okay.
Circle first, and then you draw your line down and around. Good job.
So circle first.
Yep. Very good. Circle first.
Duck.
G, not k. G. Try it again. D,
Dug.
Doug. Very good. Like you dug a hole in the dirt.
Oh, dog.
Not dog. It's not a O. It's a U. Dug. Like you dug a hole in the dirt. Okay. It's the past tense of dig. So if you dug a hole yesterday, that's what you would say. I dug a hole. If you dig it today, you say I'm going to dig a hole. Right? One is today, present tense, right now, and one is yesterday in the past. It already happened. Okay. So let's read the sentence again now that you know what it says. Go ahead.
The hen. Don't.
No.
Don't.
What was that word? We just said it.
Don't.
D, a, g.
Don't.
There's no N. Let's sound.
Dog.
Doug. Very good. Let's start over. The
hen dug in the
Good. And hold on, look right
Floor.
here. They give you 2 words. You get to choose which one makes sense. The hen dug in the mud or the hen dug in the rag. Which one makes sense? Tell me.
rag and mud makes sense.
No, rag doesn't make sense. A chicken wouldn't dig in the rag. A chicken would dig in the mud, right?
I'm talking about like if the hen is like if the like rag is like sitting inside the sink and it's taped to the sink, they'll dig. And,
When you gonna see a chicken in the sink?
unless they're taking a bath or something.
You gonna bring the chicken and give it a bath, Kellen. So the hen dug in the mud, silly. A nice writing, okay. Slow down. How come it's capitalized? What did we learn the other day? Why do we capitalize that one?
Because it's the first letter.
It's the first letter in the sentence. Good job. And then what goes at the end of the sentence?
And then just period.
Period. Good. So the same thing, we're going to read the sentence and then we're going to pick which word sounds best in the sentence. We're going to write it and then we're going to circle the capital letter in the sentence, okay?
Sam fed the duck.
Sam fed the what?
Duck. The pig.
Nope, don't guess.
Pet.
Pet. Very good. Sam fed the pet what? Bus or pig? Did he feed the pet bus?
The bus. No.
Okay.
You could feed a bus oil.
Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Cause yeah, Callan, listen up. This is a capital P, okay? We need to do lowercase p. The only letter that's capitalized is the first letter in the sentence, okay? So try it again. Go ahead, put your P down there. Remember, bring your line all the way to the basement, okay? You're doing a good job. How you doing, P? Oh, you wanted some story problems, huh? Just do your best and then we'll check it in a second.
Like on the 1 decimal things where they only have 1 decimal and no other numbers. Like how do you even do that?
Mark's father, John, teaches English at the public school in Minsk. He takes the bus, which costs 3.5 zloty each day. How much does John spend for bus fare for the 5 days of school? Yeah, so one of them has a decimal and one of them doesn't. Where's your other number? There's another number. Uh-huh. They just wrote it out in a word to try to trick you. Good job.
So
Good? Good job, Callan. Give me a high five. Woo woo.
So you multiplying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. You got it, P. You did it all by yourself, see? I knew you could do it. All right.
Where's Mr. Joe now?
Mr. Joe. Let's see where Mr. Joe is, shall we? He's on the river.
He's on the water?
He's on the river. Like the middle of the river. Oh, Joe. You see that, Kellen?
No.
You see that river? Mr. Joe is driving on that river. Look at him. See him going?
Oh, I thought he was going on across the there, but he's going.
He's going down the river, going to the cabin. Isn't that neat? Oh, look how fast he's going, Parker. Oh, why does he have to go so fast?
Probably gonna get out of there.
Oh, please be safe, Joe. How far is he? Okay, so, wow. Okay, well, he's doing good. He's moving.
And I don't want him. I didn't even want him to go because now he gotta go all the way back.
Yep, he's got to come all the way back, but it's good. He's going to go and clear a trail for us and find a safe trail. That way we can all go to the cabin and go camping. Wouldn't that be fun? You want to go? Yeah, right? That'd be fun. Good. It is dividing. Good job. All right. What'd you get on that other one?
5 zloty.
No. It's multiplication. You got to times the 5 by the 5 and then the 5 by the 3.
So almost the same
15,
thing.
so 155 zloty.
No, it ain't. It ain't 15. It is not 15. What is 5 times 5?
5 times 5 is 20.
Yeah, 25. So you got to carry your 2. Silly Billy. House.
House.
Good. A-d.
Hay.
A-d.
Made.
Made. Good job. I.
Nine.
Shine.
Shine.
Good.
Shine.
Eat.
Neat.
Eat.
Meat.
Meat. Good. Do you see the fox? Which fox looks exactly like the first one? That's a tricky one, isn't it? Good.
I
Very
think Parker
good.
taking a bath.
He's in the bathroom. All right, the third line we have, what are these?
Forks.
Forks. So we're gonna find the fork that looks just like the first one. Find it and circle it. There you go, good job. All right, it says name the ray that is perpendicular to DF. What is perpendicular? Do you remember?
Perpendicular is the same way, right? Or sideways.
So parallel, they run the same. Perpendicular, Parker, look. Perpendicular is opposite, okay? So up and down and across. So perpendicular is not the same. Parallel is the same. So it says name the ray that is perpendicular to DF. So look at DF. Which one is perpendicular? The opposite of DF.
So, AB.
Yeah. So first it's going to be DF. I'm sorry. First it's going to be DE, right? Because this is DF. It runs this way, right? DE runs this way, which means it's perpendicular. So it's DE is the first one. Don't forget to put your symbol above it. So DE is the first one. And what other ray is perpendicular to DF?
AB.
AB.
Or
And what else? Huh?
or BA.
Yes.
Do I have arrows on the ends of these?
Yes, because they're rays, remember? A ray continues in one direction, right? It has a starting point and then it continues in one direction. Okay. Number 4, name the line that is parallel to DE. What'd you get?
AB or BA.
Good job. Did you write your symbols up there? No. Put your symbols up there. What are your symbols for lines?
2 arrows on the end.
Arrows on both ends because they keep going in both directions, right? Okay, symbols. Write your symbols.
Go this way, right? With the arrows.
It's just a line.
Okay, so just 2 arrows on the end.
Nope, it's just a line. Lines have arrows on both ends.
So it's a line.
A line segment doesn't have arrows on either end because it's just a piece of a line. Make sense? Okay. All right, last one. Blank is vertical. What is vertical?
DF or FD.
Very good. Did you write your symbols? Write your symbols above it. Write your symbols.
So there's a line, right?
Just lines, correct. Good job. All right, for perimeter or formulas, right? What'd you get for number 8?
I need help with half of 21.
Well, it's not 21, which is probably why you had a hard time with it. So go ahead and start reading what you have for your formula.
A equals half times B times H.
Okay,
A equals half times 7 times 4.
4 times 7, but okay. Keep going.
A equals half times...
What's 4 times 7? Not 21.
28.
28. So fix that. And then you find what half of 28 is. I know, I can, oh my gosh, Parker, it's so tiny.
It's right here.
It's right here. Oh my gosh, how? Okay,
It's the tiny ones.
Here,
It's the
I need
tiny
you-
ones. It's always hard.
to shine it.
Do you see everything? Tick. Am I touching feet?
No, I don't like touching your feet. But it's not like I have a choice in the matter. I have my contacts in. It's not the problem. The problem is not my eyeballs. The problem is that the splinter is so tiny. I can feel it.
Ow.
but I can't like see it.
Oh, thank God.
Is it out?
I think so.
Well, walk around. Stand up and walk around. Is it gone? Yes?
Yes.
Good.
I wonder how my eyes can see tiny things.
I don't know. Okay, we are done with the first half of school. So we have one lesson each to finish after break. So this is our long break. We do like a hour break with lunch in between lessons. And I just found that it's really good for both of the boys. They usually choose to go outside, which is awesome. Today it's warmed up. It's now 19 degrees, which is way warmer than it was this morning. And the sun is out. It is a beautiful sunny day, you guys. I just love it when the sun is out, and I'm happy because it's great weather for Joe. He is on the river and he is currently just over halfway to the cabin. I'm able to track his location, and so I'm so happy to see that he's doing well. He texted me a little while ago and said he's doing good. So far so good, and I'm really excited. I told him, I said, I hope you come home and tell me that it was a piece of cake and there's nothing to worry about, because I am chomping at the bit to get out there and see the cabin. And when we go with the boys and the dogs, we're gonna load up and plan on staying out there for a few days, because it's such a trek to get out there. I figure, let's just go have fun. Let's take some s'mores. Let's take some good food, some games, and let's just go hang out at the remote cabin for a few days. I think that'd be really fun. So I'm excited to see what footage Joe captures today. I told him I want to see everything. I want to see the outhouse. I want to see the upstairs loft. I want to see what the view is from the front porch of the cabin looking onto the river. I want to see everything because he is my eyes today and I don't get to be there. So the boys are outside playing, and Joe helped them build some major snow tunnels yesterday, and it's kind of funny. We had a picnic table that got completely buried in the snow, and Joe made like a snow tunnel that leads to the open space under the picnic table, and the boys have made that their underground snow bunker. And it's nice because the picnic table is holding the weight of the snow, so we don't have to worry about the snow collapsing on the boys. But they're playing for a little bit. We're gonna do lunch here pretty soon, and I'm probably just gonna keep it simple today. They actually asked for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, so peanut butter and jelly sandwiches it is. Probably some kind of fruit on the side, or sometimes I do let them have a little bag of chips. And then tonight, I think we're gonna do some homemade moose stew. We had a good friend that gave us some moose meat from last year, and so we're gonna make some moose stew tonight. And if I'm feeling frisky, I might make some homemade rolls to go with the stew. I just think of Joe out there on the cold river all day, and how nice would it be to come home and have like a really hot meal to welcome him back. And I know he likes my homemade rolls with some melted butter and stuff, so it just sounds good. So I think that's what we might do today. So some of you might be wondering how the boys are doing. They are doing really well. It's an interesting dynamic. Parker is used to being the only child, and so he's having to learn to essentially share everything. Kellen came here with nothing. He didn't bring any of his toys. He didn't bring any of his belongings. And so we had a discussion with Parker before Kellen even got here, and we told him, you know, your toys are now y'all's toys. And I told Parker, whenever you're feeling upset about that, you just need to try to put yourself in Kellen's shoes and try to imagine how he's feeling having to come here to a new family, a new place that's, you know, different to him, and not having his own toys and things here. So that kind of helps Parker have a little compassion and a little empathy for Kellen. This morning we had a little spat because Kellen brought down one of Parker's little Lego trucks that Parker spent a significant amount of time putting together, and Kellen had taken it all apart. And so Parker just started crying. He was just devastated. And he's like, Mom, I don't even have the magazine for it anymore. I don't even know how to put it back together. And it was just one of those things. And Kellen apologized. He said, sorry, Parker, I didn't mean to break your Lego. And of course, Parker's like, it's okay. And I just told Kellen, I said, you know, because Parker has a massive Lego bin. And I said, you can play with whatever Legos you want to, but if you see a structure that Parker's put together, because y'all know some of those Legos are complicated. And I told him, if you see something it looks like Parker took a lot of time to put together, just come down and ask him, hey Parker, is it okay if I play with this one? Or can I take this one apart? Just ask the question. And that way, if it's one Parker spent a lot of time on, he can decide if he wants it taken apart or not. But it was just, you know, that's kind of been the little spats we've had, but they do get over them pretty quick. And I did just share a podcast yesterday on my podcast Life with Tina about what we're doing for our homeschool day routine with the boys, our chore chart, and also our house rules that we came up with for the family. That way both of the boys are on the same page. They know what the expectations are. And I think that was really important with Kellen coming in. Knowing what to expect every day for a daily routine is super important for him. So it's been really good. As far as school goes, you know, Parker's in 5th grade, Kellen's in 1st grade, and Parker is pretty much independent on his lessons now, which makes it really nice because he can work on his own stuff while I'm assisting Kellen. And then when I'm done with Kellen, I jump back to Parker and we review his work and correct anything that he might have gotten wrong, go over new concepts for the day and things like that. So, you know, it's been really well. I think it's been going really good. And it's funny, Kellen is actually a little sad today because Joe is gone. Kellen has just fallen in love with Joe. And I think that it's super sweet. It's also sweet for me to see Joe loving on a child that is not his and kind of seeing that dynamic and that relationship unfolding. So it's pretty neat. You know, Kellen has longed for a dad for a long time. And it's just something I've always wanted to do, is be able to do that for a child, give a child this kind of environment with a father. I didn't have a father either growing up. So again, I can relate to a lot of the things that Kellen is feeling. And Joe's a great dad. He really is. He's an amazing dad. Anytime he's gone and I can't find him, I look outside and he's out sledding with them, or he's building snow tunnels. He was out there playing Nerf guns the other day. He hooked up the sled to the snow machine, made a big trail down in the clearing, and took the boys on a sled ride, pulling them on the snow machine. And Kellen just thought that was like amazing. So it's been really good. It's one day at a time. Sometimes 1 minute at a time. If it's a bad day, there are some days where I feel like the boys are just on each other's nerves, and then there's other days where they're like best friends. But I'll tell you one thing, I have stopped being the referee. Like if they come in and they're arguing about something, because it's always something really stupid, like Kellen asked me what 10 plus 10 was. I told him it's 20. He told me it was 30, but it's 20. And then they're just going back and forth. And I'm like, time out. I don't want to hear it. Like, you go to your corner and play by yourself. You go play by yourself. When y'all are ready to be friends and play nice and not argue, then you guys can play together. One night, I actually had to tell them, you guys don't get to play together for the rest of the night, because they had been bickering for a good part of the day. And I said, well, okay, Rusty, thank you for the kisses. I hope that was your mouth and not your little nose, okay? Because that'd be kind of gross. I told them, you guys have been arguing for a good part of the day, so obviously you don't need to play together. So you guys play by yourselves. Don't talk to each other. Don't look at each other. About an hour went by of that, and they were both like, can we play together now? We're sorry, we won't fight. And I'm like, are you guys gonna get along? So it's just kind of like self-regulating, letting them self-regulate. Like, I'm not gonna play referee between them. And I think that's been working really well. I just tell them, stop talking. Half the things they argue about are just ridiculous. I mean, in their little world, it's significant, but in the grand scheme of life, it's like, really? You're arguing about that? So I'm like, why am I getting myself worked up over these little petty arguments? Hey, sir, excuse me. Anyway, I guess I better get lunch made, and then I'm gonna head outside, get some sunshine, and see what the boys are up to. How's your chips?
Good.
How's your chips, Kellen?
Good.
Good. All right, so I've lost Joe's location. It updated 58 minutes ago. I was able to watch his location and see where he was at, and now it just stopped updating, so I'm assuming he doesn't have a good signal where he is. Oh, so I texted him and asked him, you know, when you stop, let me know you're safe. Oh, man, you guys. I don't like him being out there by himself, but he's got his GPS, and so far he's following the trail the right way. I mean, I can see it on the map, so he's just following the GPS to the exact coordinates of where the cabin is. And it's already 1:30 in the afternoon, so he's already taken longer than it's should have taken to get to the cabin, but this is his first time, so he may have had to take a couple different turns or decided to go a different way versus that way. I assume that getting out there the first time would take longer, you know, because he's just trying to find his way out, which is exactly why I did not think it was a good idea for us to take the boys out there the first time. It is super sunny. Solar panels are charging up the batteries. Look at that, full sunshine. Our cabin is south facing and it is just perfect for the sun. Can't wait till this spring so we can get down here. You guys remember all those trees that we fell last fall to open up the sun exposure to the solar panels? We got to get down there and get all those trees chopped up and stacked for firewood this spring. And today, the day of this recording is February 28th. So you guys know we have 25 chicks coming in March. So pretty soon we got to get on it with building a chicken coop. That's kind of been on Joe's radar. So that's coming up pretty quick. They're going to be here before we know it, and I can't wait. Let me see your little dance. Oh, you look like you're moonwalking. Show me what you got. Break it down, Kellen. Break it down one time. Yeah, yeah. You want to show me your tunnels? Come on, Callan, come show me your tunnels. Oh, that's awesome. So this is the one that goes underneath the picnic table.
Hi.
Come through, P. That's your little ice bunker.
We're going here to eat.
That's pretty cool.
Me and Colin will jump up on these mountains and we'll run. And then we'll jump onto my snow tunnel because Dad made a big path through here.
Okay.
Ready,
It looks like an igloo.
Ready, Parker?
Coming back out. Oh, come on, puppy.
Careful, Callan.
I'm a little jaguar.
You're a jaguar?
I can jump fast.
I can't even tell you guys how nice it's been having a playmate for Parker. It really is a dream come true, I think, for both of the boys. They just have so much to do together. Like they're building forts and they're sledding and like every day, like they're outside all day long. And I told Joe we need to buy them some more gloves so I can rotate them out because they get wet so fast because they play hard in the snow. But it's good, they're outside a lot. And before, Parker didn't come outside very much unless me and Joe brought him out to go sledding or something. So it's really great that they have each other. I'm super happy.
For real. There's a big rock.
Yeah, be careful. You got stuck. Oh. Parker, how did it get the ridge in the snow? You might have to get the shovel and smooth that out. Good job, Callan. You're a regular Alaskan now. Look at you. There you go. Chisel it away to make it smooth.
No, 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 no.
Careful.
No, no. Please, no. Please, no. Please, no. Please, no.
Bye, Callan. Okay. Ooh. Ah! Go, P. Diddy. Oh. Parker, you're lucky that you fell over because that one went right into Kellen.
I had to kill myself for Kellen.
Oh, what a good bro. You sacrificed yourself for Kellen. You're almost done, Parker. Then you could take a break, okay? We'll just do reading later, but when I tell you to come to the table, don't give me an attitude, okay? I feel like today's been a long day, and I don't know why. You know what I mean? Bless you.
What if the world had trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
You want to try some fresh honey from our bees in Virginia? Do you like honey?
Well, never tried it.
You never tried it? Come closer, come closer. All right. You ready for the most amazing thing in the world?
What? Honey?
Isn't that good? I know. Here, you can have it. Open big. Close. Take it. There you go. Suck it off. Put the spoon in the sink. Not good?
Oh, you didn't lick all of it?
Parker.
How did you waste it?
I didn't.
Is that good? Ready? Open big. It's good stuff, huh? Good for you too, Callan.
Oh, that's so good.
Next one.
Oh, that's amazing.
Ready?
Help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one who has a heart as pure. No, not like yours. Dreaming of you.
All right, so time check today. It is 5:30 p.m. and I will tell you guys the whole time I've been prepping dinner, doing dishes, all the things, I haven't known at all where Joe is. The location stopped a long time ago on his phone, so there's obviously not a good signal out at the cabin. And we pretty much haven't known where he was since about 12 o'clock this afternoon. And what an eerie feeling, because Joe to me is like Superman. You know, he can do just about anything. That's him texting me, telling me that he made it back. He's probably loading the snow machine now and then heading home, but it's still dangerous. It is so unbelievably dangerous out here in certain areas, and we are not experienced snow machiners. We are not experienced traveling on frozen rivers, anything like that. And so this was the first time Joe's ever taken a big trip like this by himself in this kind of weather. So I was scared. I was nervous. Anything could happen, and he's okay. I say that to say he's okay. He's on his way home. Let's see what he said. Back loading the snow machine now. Yay, I'm just so grateful. The boys have been asking like every hour, have you heard from Dad? Have you heard from Dad? And they just got super excited when I said, he's back, he's loading the trailer. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful. And I can't wait to hear from him and how it went. And I'm kind of jealous I didn't get to go. I'm here cooking and cleaning and doing school and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I want to go to the cabin.
They were in high school when they met, and things got kinda awkward. With sparks in the air, he would stare at her in class, and she would try to act cool. But it was obvious, like, ooh, they would be together, ooh. Then one day she said, write me a love song, 'cause I know you'll make it beautiful. And maybe I'll call you my sweetheart and promise nobody can steal me away. Then I am yours, 'cause I want you and I wanted you to know. He looked at her and then he smiled, picked up the pen and paper, he started writing. Probably something about her eyes and how they're always shining, or something cliche like ooh. Baby, I only want you. It's true. And then he said, I wrote you a love song and I tried to make it beautiful. It's a song about your sweet, sweetheart and how nobody can steal me away. Yeah, I am yours, 'cause I want you and I wanted you to know. As he sang, she started to dance, grabbed his arm and took his hand. He held her close under the moonlight as they kept on dancing. And now they're singing their love song, and they sing it kind of beautiful.
Daddy's home. Hi, Joe. Oh, you come bearing post office gifts. Hi, babe. How are you? Yeah, babe. So next time we're gonna do sunblock. You're sunburnt, Joe.
I cracked my finger too.
How are you? You look exhausted. Yeah, well, it was negative, what, 18 when you left?
Oh, it's negative 22. So,
How many moose did you see?
I don't know. How many?
A lot, or I'm guessing a lot. Babe,
How many?
7? More? Are you joking? 15. More? 20? Are you serious? Huh?
23.
You saw 23 moose today?
Yep. So what happened was,
What happened, Joe? What happened?
10 minutes into the drive, the trail, the trailer hitch broke.
The trailer hitch broke?
Well, it came apart. So I had to turn around and go get the sled, tie it up with rope, and then
How far back was it? Like, how long was it till you realized it wasn't on the snow machine anymore?
it wasn't that far. It's probably like 50 feet back, but it was around the corner, so I couldn't see it when I turned around. Well, I tied it up with rope, and then like I had to keep checking it.
Oh, no.
Like it would break off again, so I'd have to, or it would untie. So then I'd have to go back, tie it back up.
Okay, so we need to modify the trailer hitch to the sled.
Yes. And I think I lost my hitch, so I'm gonna have to get a new hitch.
Oh, dang.
Because I had it tied up with the rope, it smashed my light, my tail light.
Your taillight broke?
So
Oh,
that's all busted. I figured I was way past our turn,
oh no.
so I had to turn around and go all the way back. So I went 10 miles past.
10 miles past where you were supposed to turn?
Yeah, our
Oh,
creek,
crap,
Our
Joe.
creek.
That's far.
our river turn.
Yeah.
So I had to come all the way back. That river it's full of like overflow, hard and icy now.
Oh, really?
Now the little one that we turn on to go up to our thing.
Oh, okay.
But so then I went down that way. Thought I seen our cabin up on the hill. So I turned and tried to go all the way up the hill. And then it wasn't our cabin.
Oh, no. So you just, what happened to following the GPS, Joseph?
All it says it was right around there. I went down that way. Went up on a little ledge because I thought maybe it was over there. Got stuck right there. Had to take the trailer off, get back on the trail. Went down a little ways, and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna go home.
Oh gosh, so you hadn't even found the cabin yet, and you were about to give up.
Yeah, so then
Joe.
I was like, well, let me just turn around and go back down a little bit further. By the time it was like 3 something. So I was like, dang it, now I don't have much time to do that.
Right, I was getting worried because the sun was going down, Joe, and I was just terrified that you were going to have to try to get back in the dark.
So I just did a quick little round and looked at everything. It's smaller than we thought. Like, it looks big from the front.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go back far. It's just...
The 385 square foot cabin is what it is.
Yeah, but it was clean. Had a lot of stuff in there.
Did it look cool?
Yeah, little log cabin.
I can't wait to get out there.
And I was gonna check that snow machine out too, and I didn't have time to even look at it. So
Yeah.
I did go poop though,
You pooped in the outhouse?
and it sucked. They had baby wipes in the cabin. I
Yeah.
went to get them, and they were froze.
You pooped already in the outhouse, Joe? Okay. All right. You christened the new fishing cabin. Well, I'm glad you made it home safe. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mama, we eating those rolls tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe. Hey, babe. I like that look, Joe.
not bad.